Drivers, to your cars.
Go.
Hey, welcome back to the ARCA series for the Atlas 150. Unfortunately, we ran into a bit of a problem here after the whole stream got shut down shortly after announcing our starting lineup for tonight's event. So due to the situation that just happened here, we're going to have to cut a lot of the pre-race. And a lot of pit reporters already did their stuff. Unfortunately, we'll have to get to them when we do our picks. So because of that, what we're going to do is we're going to show you the starting lineup again. But we're going to have to scan through it since we are running on short time before we do start the engines here at Iowa. I am joined by Angel right over here as we are going to go through a quick scan of our lineup with Hazuki, Kennedy Hazuki on the pole. Carraz starting in second. Then after that, we'll slowly go through our rows. Starting with, screw it, Angel!
Tanner Cole and Ernest Alexi.
Yep, thank you. And then, of course, row 3 got Hoggeray and Kendo, both title contenders as of this moment.
Then we see Carson Ferguson and Justin Haley.
Yep. Then we got the other Hazuki sister. And we got Lily Jacoby in the 70.
And Stacey Kane and Kate Patowski.
Got Karen Catfish and Adrian Hopkins.
Carmen Jordy, Brendan Queen.
Then we got Tony Stewart for a one-off and Drew Dollar.
Landon Castle and Harrison Burden.
Then we got Benny Tyrell and Frankie Muniz.
Ethan Rice and Kevin Harvick.
Got Juan Day and Melanie Raymond.
Denki Kaminari and Donna Sonora.
Then we got Gio Ruggiero and Curtis Glover shortly before Bob Bogowski comes back.
Brent Cruz and Christopher Bell.
Then we got Yama Hopkins and Skylar Thomas.
Mihari Oyama and Michael McDowell.
We got Lane Riggs and Corey LaJoy.
Martin Truex Jr. and Mahito Oyama.
Then we got Alejandro Serrano and Ebony Bright, who already got the coconut. Okay, so that's what we got so far. So we will now go back to the coverage that we were originally at before everything went out. So with that being said, let's go over to our pre-race predictions, starting with the pit crew that unfortunately had to miss a bit ago. So, come on in! Who are you picking?
Well, for this race, I'm definitely going to go with Justin Haley. I think he has a good work ethic to go up to the front, and he's starting near the front. So I think with this one, it's going to be Justin Haley. Well, for this one, I think I'm going to go a little bit different with you, and I think the winner is going to be Toro Hawkwood. I always like to pick different winners, Cody, and I think for this one, there is no different winner. Well, number is going to be the same, but the winner is not. I'm going with Tony Stewart.
And for me, this was not an easy pick. It's really not. And because of that, I am going to go ahead and pretty much predict something a little bit crazy. This track likes to get crazy and all of its stuff. I say Kendo, as much as I hate to say it, I'm going to say Kendo will somehow magically find a way to catch the caution early, get to the front, and never look back when it's all said and done. And of course, get herself back in championship contention in the process. So, with that being said, now that we got about a minute, let's go over a couple of things. First of all, 75 laps around this track. Not too long, but hey, we have a lot of chaos in front of us, so don't worry. If you think the short race is going to be boring, don't fret, because trust me, we've seen practice. In practice, we've seen a bunch of chaos and almost a crap ton of backup cars. Yeah. And of course, this track is pretty much hot and slick, because recently before this race, we have a lot of development drivers, somewhere at the age range of 15 to 18 years old, did take to the track for testing. So be prepared for a slick racetrack as these cars go green here in a few minutes. So that being said, we are going to step aside and we'll be ready after the command.
Drivers, start your engines!
No cars are going to D&Q out of this one as the 81 has issues! The 81 has issues already! And Jose K is in the pit! So wow. The 81 is not going to start the race. And because of that, by pure technicality, Koraz is going to be your provisional pole setter. But here comes Tanner Cole on the inside. What in the world are we doing, people? Alright, well, pace car's in. So now it's going to be Tanner Cole and Koraz lead him to the green. Restart zones right here as we are green here at the Atlas 150 in Iowa. And it looks like Tanner Cole is going to take advantage of the situation involving Jose K, as he's going to be the one that leads the first lap. As the inside lane gets the charge, Kendo got lucky enough to get the inside lane quick enough. And now she is in the top 5 as Koraz, well, doing Koraz things. If you don't know Koraz, well, this is what Koraz does, folks.
Yeah, but well. He's giving up a lot of positions, so yeah, he got
of course.
Out of shape on the front straightaway.
Yeah, as I see 3 right behind them, expect for a lot of that to happen at the inside and out. And some of these drivers need to catch a caution. They need to catch it very soon. Whoa. Karen Cavendish is one of them who needs a caution and not be the caution. Because when we take a look at the standings entering this race, Karen was 1-2 tied for the second position, 5 points behind a 1 day. So, of course, Karen and a lot of drivers who started the outside lane having issues to start the race as they needed that quick caution, and that quick caution is not coming out at all. As you see, Kendo getting into position, as well as Carson Ferguson, who's trying to not be eliminated from championship contention after tonight. But there you are, Angel. Here's all of them trying to battle, and some of them desperately need a caution.
Yep, as we're gonna take a quick dive over to pit road, as we see, yeah, this Kaide Hosuki just barely climbed out of the car.
Yeah, not what you needed to see, especially for those who...
Did she throw her helmet into the into the hood of the car?
That is the pressure building in. Not many races remaining on the season. After this, I do believe there are only 7 races to go to determine a champion. And when you start a couple races late, like Hosuke is in for a rough ride as she'll try to rebound out of that, probably with a couple of race wins, as Carl Raz may finally have an opportunity to get to the inside lane, as he is just having issues because he is not able to even get to the inside lane after dropping all the way down to 12th. As you see, Mini Tyrell, I mean, I'm going to say this much. There are some drivers we haven't watched recently, Angel. And even though I don't pay attention to Double E that much, one driver that has been catching up a bit has indeed been Mini Tyrell, as Denki Kaminari, who was in the top 10 the points. Staying consistent. But as of now, he is an underdog when it comes to the championship. He needs a lot of things to go his way. Carl Raz almost had an opportunity to get his first position gained tonight at least, but as of now, Benny Tyrell, I mentioned about him a little bit ago, he is now about to get to the top 10 as he's going to get past Landon Castle. Carl Raz is going to join him, but he's got to protect the inside lane, something he could not do tonight early on, but he will at the very least recover a position back. After starting in second, as we see a car slow on the apron, maybe not. Yeah, Kik Patowski. He climbed up a couple of spots, but now he is at the outside. As that camera view is not, there we go, that's a better view.
He actually came on pit road. He's currently 4 laps down.
Oh, that is not good. Not good at all. As Kik Patowski, he entered this race in the top 10 in the points. He has been trying to stay steady, but unfortunately these new contenders are really getting a rise on these guys, and it's really knocking on the veteran at the moment, as he is not going to have a good night at all. And for races this short, all he can do now is just try to not beat a caution and maybe be lucky enough to pick up a couple of spots.
Yeah, like how Tony Stewart is trying to do underneath Susie Kane.
Yep. Tony Stewart and his one-off in the top 10 right now, as ZZ Kane is taking a bit of a free fall. But honestly, if I can name a dark horse right now for the final stretch of the season, it has to be ZZ Kane. I mean, he showed his talents in another series that I recall, and he even made the chase. He was one of the favorites to win the championship before he got eliminated early. And now you see ZZ Kane falling off and Tony Stewart making the rise. We may see more one-offs of drivers as old as Tony Stewart, maybe even a bit older, take it to the tracks. Oh, Kendo! Yeah, that is not what Kendo needs at the moment. As now Kendo could be projected to lose quite a few spots if she doesn't get back going. And I think Tony Stewart's going to help her a little bit. As now Kendo trying to recover as she has falling out of the top 5. Because right now the winner of the points battle is currently Hawkeray in second. And out of the other contenders that I see here, Kendo currently in 7th. And that's really it. Oh, and Ernest Oleski. Ernest trying to climb up into contention, currently in 4th. So honestly, Hawkeray has to be the big winner, as she has been staying close behind Tanner Cole. As we see here, Hawkeray trying to get her 2nd win on the season. As of this moment, there are rumors that due to sponsorship, she could be able to move up not 1, but 2 series at next season. But the team landing is to be determined. But right now, Hawkeray trying to get past the 6. I think in some parts of the track, Angel, I believe Hawkeray is faster than Tanner Cole.
She's currently the 4th quickest on the board. Jordy, fastest lap of the race.
Oh, that is not what the front runners want to see at all, because Carmen Jordy taking control of the issues. Karen running into problems, as well as a One Day who was barely out of the top 10. That could mean that the 27 of Carmen Jordy could be taking control of the points lead exiting this weekend. But with the amount of bonus points for the winner, if Hawkeray goes on to win this race and get past Tanner Cole, it could bunch some pressure from the back of the championship contenders, and Jordy and the others in the top 3 will be feeling more than just Kendo in the rear ends.
Yeah, it could be, and looks like they're going to be a caution.
Oh boy, if it's not the drivers being idiots, it's fans that are being idiots, because we apparently have a caution. Yes. And the Double E Series, you gotta expect drivers to be idiots sometimes. I'm sorry, you just gotta hear it. But apparently, the reason why I say fans gotta be an idiot, because apparently this is a fan-involved caution.
Yep, so someone decided to throw, I think, a Spider-Man mask?
What? Bro! Okay, this is what happens when you bring in Spider-Man merchandise. It's a racetrack. Oh, wait a minute, I got a dumb question for these ARCA drivers. Why is petting even logical in the ARCA series? Okay.
Remember that they had the same problem with the tires at AT&T, so the tires are going to be the ones that are going to be at the factory.
Yeah, okay. I don't believe that. I mean, I do, but I don't. Because I see the ARCA designs, the cars in ARCA are usually not like that at all. Usually, they'll stay out on the track until, like, about a half. And then they come out for a halfway race break as, oh my goodness! I don't know what Carson Ferguson was doing, but he had a very fast stop. I saw quite a few drivers losing quite a few spots exiting the pits. They all pretty much had slow stops for one reason or another. But Kik Patelski obviously a lap down, so everybody did pit except for him, as Kik is going to get one of his laps back. But the top 2 unchanged. Carson Ferguson trying to not be eliminated tonight in 3rd. Because if I take a look at the point standings right now, going into this race, Carson Ferguson only has 1,080 points. You compare that to a One Day, 2395. If he has a very bad day and a One Day has a very good one, that would put the season to an end for Carson Ferguson. So he's trying to do anything he can, but right now, Carson Ferguson would only be gaining about 50 some odd points. And so this is where you start to see the grand scale of the championship battle, as even though drivers are mathematically alive, some of them have already been realistically eliminated from the hunt. But Carson Ferguson just trying to stay in mathematical contention for just one more week.
correctly, as we see another pitting for the 16 of Emily Blight.
Emily Bright was towards the front, exiting the wave of pit stops. But from what I heard, she might have either ran into an issue or she might have been caught speeding on pit road. So because of that, she is coming in. We are going to find out. But,
yeah, was speeding on pit road.
Yeah. That was a penalty for speeding in the pit. So she will be starting at the tail end of the longest line going into the restart.
I mean, you cannot go faster than 35 miles per hour on this pit road, man. You know it. Everyone knows it.
Sir, I've only been here for a couple hours. But regardless, back to the action in hand, folks. Canicle first, Hawkery second, Ferguson trying to stay alive in third. And Carmen Jordy, who would be your points leader as of now, currently in fourth. As the pace car goes in, once again, we are not quite halfway done, but we are certainly getting there. That's all, Ferguson, what are you doing? As we are on the green flag. Oh, Ferguson tried. Yeah, Ferguson tried, but at the same exact time, Hawkery tried to use the momentum of the 11 to try to get past the 6. But nothing. Hawkery trying to get the clean air out of the 6. And the 11 trying to get the clean air out of the 04. It is bonanza over here. As right now, you can see that these drivers are not giving way. But yeah, here comes Ernest Olensky. Ernest Olensky. He was in costs allowed over a trade, which included a part of the contract where at any time he could be traded back over to the organization. And last week they decided to use the clause shortly after Olensky won, and because of it, Olensky back with the team, and so far so good because he is in the top 5. But right now, I see other drivers trying to climb into this battle. I mean, I see Kendo on the inside with Tony Stewart. There are rumors that a certain dev driver by the name of Lauren will be in the 97 for the remainder of the season, starting in the next race.
Yeah, certain rumors are commenting that. Look at that, and look who's also moving over here. At one day,
yeah,
Commander-in-Chief of the ARCA EE series as of right now.
Yeah, but he certainly won't be exiting this at the rate where this is going, because remember, Jordy and Catfish were close behind the 13 in points. And where they're positioned right now, Carmen Jordy would be your new points leader exiting this race.
That's the big problem right there that you're mentioning. They were only separated by 5 points, but that is only one position on the racetrack.
Yeah, only one position, as Carraz, who started second, is having a bunch of issues over there on top of a couple other drivers that started towards the front. But of course, you got one day trying to get past his teammate. Oh, try to peek, not there. Yeah, apparently when you're single file like that, it is very difficult to get past people. Only if they're forced to the outside or you go 3 wide is when you're gonna have a shot. Which is why Carras is having more problems at the starting second. Because apparently he doesn't know how to pass people. I don't get it. You don't get it, I don't get it, we all don't get it. This is how it works. But you see a breakaway right now, Angel. The breakaway is within the majority of the top 10. The majority. I feel like that's a fair assessment.
Yeah, it is a fair assessment here with the fair majority, as we see our current brand new points leader of the series.
Yeah, current new points leader, currently running in the 6th position. The more positions she falls, the more that helps Ernest, not Ernest, freaking Aaron Day, thank you. As at the moment, you see a breakaway between the top 3, as a matter of fact. as
Carson
Carson
was trying to get
Ferguson.
He's just forcing. He's trying to force
He
Hawkeye to the
does
outside.
not want to get eliminated. He does not want to get eliminated. And if he survives this week, then next week he needs a heck of a lot of help to not get eliminated from championship contention.
Yeah, because remember, he came in 36th in the points.
Yeah, and we are starting to see drivers get mathematically eliminated from contention. We have done the math, and Hogray is going to be forced to give up the position. Yeah, when you give up a position to a backmarker like him, you know you have issues. You have a problem, ma'am. But right now, we got Kendo trying to get past the 27th. That is a bit of point on the racetrack right now because Kendo, similar to Hogray, need to get some good finishes to try to close down the front runners in the points. And right now, it seems to me that Kendo passing Jordy could be very important. I mean, just as long as Kendo or Hogray finish ahead of the 27, you might as well consider a win either way.
But keep in mind where Kendo is. She entered 5th in points, and Hawkeye would still be in front of Kendo. So really, the person that she would be beating somewhat would be the 37 of Karen Catfish.
Yeah, because Karen Catfish is being forced into issues and did not catch the caution early.
This is where she is. She's been tidy up in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, apparently she's been dog water tonight. I don't get it. But, my goodness. But regardless, though, I don't get why she'd be dog water at a short track. That I am very confused of. But, you see, yeah, I mean, I don't understand. Yeah, this I don't understand. But, I mean, right now, you see, Angel, what did you put in her car? What did you put in her car?
Hey, I didn't do anything this time. As she is all over the bumper of Momiji Hosu.
Sir, you ain't slick.
She's trying to sniff on it.
Sniff on it, right? Because she's Senko. Don't worry. Whenever we get bored, we like to have fun with people. And right now, we're having fun with Kendo.
Yeah,
Kendo and her romantic life.
And meanwhile, let's look at Carson because he's trying to get closer to Tanner Cole. I mean, a lot of people may say that he's washed. He needs to put the front in the back, but you know what? Carson, let him cook.
Carson Ferguson is a very young driver, sir. I don't think that would even qualify as washed, man. No.
Well,
bad.
They just said washed for the remainder of the year. And right now, he's not looking washed. He looks like he wants to go one-on-one against Tanner Cole.
Yeah, I mean, that does sound about right. I mean, Tanner Cole has been leading the most laps, and that's a problem because earlier in the ATT Grand National Series race, from what I saw, Tori Smith, I got something to say to you.
You blew it!
Yeah, seems like that team has always choked away the races. I don't get it. But that might be a dangerous position for Tanner Cole right now because he is going to be in the same position as Tori Smith was. Led the most laps. Now you run the risk of choking away the race. And right now, you got Hoggeray and Ferguson who could be in contention, but you see a slow number 16. Now, the thing about the 16 is, they have to start the tail end of the longest line due to speeding on pit road. So because of that, you see this 4-car train. Right now, the most likely contender would be Ferguson, but Ernest Alinsky's right there. Hogray, if she can save up some of her cars, she could maybe go for it towards the end. But the next thing you gotta mention is tires. Will it play a factor before the end of the race?
That is a huge concern, yeah, because remember that we had an entire caution-free race in AT&T. And the tires became a huge factor towards the end, and the strategy ended up basically deciding the race for Williams Walsh.
I swear, if he doesn't make the chase in O'Reilly, we have problems. But basically, at the moment, it seems to be a standstill, as we are almost 2/3 of the way done. As you see, Kendo and Hogray are stuck behind their respective drivers here to battle for position. You said it, Angel. Right now, it'd be Kendo and Hogray in their own battle for points position while waiting for other drivers like Karen Catfish to have a problem. That would be how they can get themselves in contention for the championship later down the road. Because right now, I take a look at Carmen Jordy. Jordy is still in the 7th position. So, if Kendo is still falling behind Hogray, at least you'll gain on the points leader.
Exactly. Let's take a listen to the 25's radio. And I'd get past the 23. There's just a lot of dirty air. That's important. A copy. There's a lot of drivers that are experiencing dirty air at this point. It's like a dust storm just settled in the middle of the air on these cars. Stupid. Well, she ain't the only one.
Yeah, she ain't the only one. I mean, right now.
Yeah, you clearly cannot get past Tanner. It's on 4, I mean, this dirty air issue needs to stop, man.
Maybe longer lasting tires is a recommendation at this point.
Oh, we have a car that's slow.
Oh, that's Ebony Bright. That's Ebony Bright, who has been running into more and more issues. And right now, apparently, they were checking for debris coming out of the 16. Luckily, there wasn't. What? Okay, so first you spin on pit road, then your pit crew forgets to add fuel. Hey, you know what? That's it. I need to do something. I need to do something. For that.
Excuse me. What the fuck?
Well, you gotta remember one thing, man. These drivers could only make it so much on fuel because the regulations for this track is you must have 1 tank of fuel for the entirety of the race. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, that should usually be the case in these AA cars. I mean, usually fuel should not be an issue. So that I absolutely do not get. So there is a coin flip of a chance that the 16 will probably be investigated for that issue exiting the race weekend. But regardless, though, right now it looks like it could be a 2-horse race between the 6 and the 11 unless we get more pit stops to the tires, as we are down to less than 20 to go to see who gets the win. Tanner Coe eliminated from championship contention. The 11 almost eliminated from championship contention.
Caution.
Alright, what stupid fan did it this time?
Second caution, and they claimed that there was debris from the 16 of Amity Blight.
Yeah, I did mention a couple of laps ago if they thought there was some debris from the 16. However, from initial assessment, there was nothing wrong at all. So, that is a questionable one. But now we go to the pit. Don't make a mistake. Don't run into something the officials would get mad at you for. As Tanner Cole will lead him to the pit. Remember, Carson Ferguson had a quick pit stop last time, but did gain some positions. So watch the 11, because there is a valid chance that the 11 may take the lead exiting the cycle of stops.
Yeah, because this is the money stop, and wow, what a strategy!
Oh,
And no!
First it's bruh, then it's double bruh. So the 77 was that crap? Okay. Well, what the? I genuinely got a dumb question for a driver or two. Oh boy, we have a pit like a dumbass moment. Because Karen was not a lap down. Well, wait a minute. What's the 6 doing? Tanner Cole, what are you doing? As Karen Catfish proceeds to pit like a dumbass over there. I think Kick Butowski's gonna get... Yep, yes he will. He is going to get the wave around.
Oh yeah. And we have a small comments from the audience. This one coming from Galloway. What's going on?
What's going on, Galloway, is people who are eliminated from championship contention think they can win a race. Or virtually eliminated if you're Carson Ferguson. But a couple of drivers I noticed had issues on pit road. Hoggeray and Kendo both had issues on pit road. Because Hoggeray managed to fall down to 5th, and now Kendo was in a bad position. Because remember how I said that she was ahead of car majority and that would have helped? Well, now she has fallen down deep, almost out of the top 10, and she, as a result, is now 2 spots behind the 27. So that would mean that she would be losing out on the new points leader. And look at who's back in the top 10. After having issues in the first half of the entire race, Carl Raz is now back in the top 10. Another notable driver in the top 10 is AZ Kane, as our cameraman is going up and down, Sheamus! Anyway. Yeah, you know what?
Issues for
Harrison Burton. Harrison Burton is going to be a story of disappointment. He was one of the up-team drivers that competed in every race on the season, and he is now behind half the drivers who have run 2 races less than Harrison Burton in the points. That is not good. As we're back to green, Hogwarts trying to use the same strategy as the 11, but the 6 got a jump. I do not know if that was within the restart zone.
Well, we don't know because right now...
And Colorado's running the more issues! Oh boy. I wonder why the Ford development team decided to keep Colorado for another season, but that's beyond me. But...
Ferguson,
regardless,
he's
though,
on the 6's butt.
Trying to absolutely
get to the inside.
Yeah, trying to. He has the best shot. If he wants to go for the win, he needs to do it right now, because we are down to, well, almost down to 10 laps to go. As you see, Tanner Cole trying to do anything, but no. And the 11 might have made a mistake, because the 23 was there.
Marta,
and
caution is out. Caution is out.
Oh, and it's for an actual incident. It's for an actual incident. In the back, and
leader.
One day's night has gone bad to worse. The 13, who was already projected to lose the points lead, is now in a worsening situation. He was already going to be projected to be second in the points exiting tonight, and now there is a chance that with Hagare and Kendo in the front, one day may potentially fall to their position, as we're going to see what happened here. And it all started with, it actually happened in the midfield, and it involves everybody's favorite winner.
Oh, tire.
Wait, tire issue, and then got a little bit of help for the 87. Nowhere to go for Donis Sonora, nowhere to go for the 12, and then, hell broke loose. Oh, crud. Well, for once, this is not a not clear incident.
In fact, this is a tire.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck happened here, as you see the 13 trying to do anything it takes, and boop, wrong direction. Oh yeah, I guess there is a dumb question I can ask Ed one day. Do you know when to laugh?
Talk about letting off. Anyway, let's take a look at the view from Lane Riggs, because it seems like
yeah, he was the one that helped him a little bit. And then there goes everybody! Well, that's going to put him in an odd spot, as the 26 has issues. Not good. The 26, the issues at Thunder Ridge. Is that about one day? Not going to say about Thunder Ridge. Bad to worse. As you see, Donna Sonora, another one involved. Yeah, Donna Sonora was already under a lot of pressure, and now it's gone worse. But now the 26 is done for the night. The 13 is not going to get a good finish out of this. And Alejandro Serrano is going to get the wave around, as we will be restarting with less than 10 to go. As we're trying to get everyone to come back up here, I guess.
Yeah, that's...
But,
cannot
yeah,
believe that happened.
First caution due to an incident tonight. As you see, the driver is knocked out. Not only the 16 to 30, but now the 26 is out of the race. And other cars are going to be very slow due to damage. But the good news is, since we are down to less than 10 remaining, we will not see any more lapped cars go to the front. As Tanner Cole is going to get a frying pan. And when we go back to green, he's going to get another frying pan in about 20 seconds, I guess.
My God.
Further cementing himself in the chopping block more than he already was. As the pace car is going to go in, but none of them pitted. So will this affect the restart? And will this be a better chance for the 6 to win? We are going to find out momentarily. We're watching a restart from the restart zone as the 6 started late. As green flag, the 11 did not take advantage of the situation, did not capitalize on the mistake. And now we are down to 6 to go, which means Tanner Cole, enjoy a double frying pan. And of course, enjoy having 2 bumps on your head.
Whoa! These two, they wanted to go all 3 wide.
Zelensky went very wide. What the heck is wrong with people? What?
Oh, and a spin out, I think, on the back straightaway.
I am gonna have dumb questions for people who probably did some dumb stuff.
Oh my God.
Oh boy, was I correct? It was because of somebody being dumb.
Oh, Adrian Hopkins just put Porter LaJoy into Skylar Thompson. That happened.
Oh boy. Think we have Dumb and Dumber at the racetrack, Angel.
Yes.
My
Yes, we do.
goodness. We do, because yes.
Oh,
What
and
the?
damage to Mahito.
Oh no! Mahito with an issue! And we are
That
gonna
is
have
the
to
end
wait
of
and
it.
see what happened to her. As yep, this will definitely end her night. As more drivers go into the
Piston.
pit as well. Yeah. Jeez Louise. And now the situation goes like this. We will more than likely restart with at most 2 laps to go. I do believe this race will get back underway, even if it means a 1 lap dash. As this is clearly a wreck fest, or becoming a wreck fest ever since the second caution, due to Emily Bright.
Yep.
So it is an odd situation to say the least. As it looks like we will not be restarting at 2 to go. Actually, officials did tell the pace car to drop it off on the next
There it is.
lap, making it so we would restart with 2 laps remaining. But remember, we do not go to overtime in this situation. No 1 lap overtime that ARCA likes to do. It's basically checkers or wreckers, and as of recently it's been wreckers. So Carson Ferguson will need to use as much tires as he can to get past the 6. And I bet a lot of people would want that to happen, because remember, the 6 is already eliminated from championship contention, and the 11 is on the verge of being so as well. So it is going to be desperation mode for everybody in the front, as we'll be watching the restart. Oh, early jump! That was an early jump, as the 11 got a block. He's not blocking! And Hoggeray, for some reason, wants to follow the 11. Hoggeray, what are you doing? That's the 23. Get past the 11. That is what the 6 needs. As the 6 will have the advantage as we go to the white flag. No caution. And unfortunately, we'll have no battle for the win, because the 23 is not there.
I mean, clearly the 11 choked it.
Yeah, clearly the 11 choked it, and the 23 is about to get second. So that means coming out of turn 4, Tanner Cole is going to win and take advantage of misfortunes here at Iowa.
Wow. You just don't see those types of misfortunate wins anymore now, do you?
Tanner Cole basically got lucky due to misfortunes twice. Remember, the 81 was supposed to start on the pole until they ran into an issue and wasn't able to even start the race. What? Uh-oh. Do we have beef? I saw the 51 get wrecked. Ethan Rice, what did you do this time? Oh! We got beef!
Oh!
We
got
wrecked!
wrecked by Justin Haley for no
Justin Haley has dumped the 51 at Ethan Rice!
Wow.
Oh my goodness! We have got beef!
Oh, yes, we have.
Oh my goodness! That is something you don't see every day. Oh goody! I guess we may as well go over the results. As Tanner Cole, even though not fighting for a championship, he's already done. Tanner Cole gets the win regardless. Mama J. Hosekane will finish second. Hoggeray, despite finishing third, you gotta give it to her. The biggest winner in the championship battle. And we got Carson Ferguson, great effort. He will certainly not be eliminated after this week, but he's going to need a hell of a lot more help than that. Ernest Olensky running at the top 5, that'll certainly help for him as well. But Zazie King, Izuka Kendo, Tony Soren is one off at 8th, good for him. Brendan Queen and Mihari Oyama somehow from the back to the front to wrap it all up. And you see who is pretty much going to be your new points leader, 11th place, Carmen Jordy. And she is going to have a pretty good sized points lead, as a matter of fact. Because remember, her, Iwande, and Karen Catfish were separated by 5 points. And because of all that, both Iwande and Karen Catfish finished outside of the top 30. So because of that, not only will she have a good sized points lead, but now her biggest threat might very well be Hoggeray. And Hoggeray hasn't even been in the conversation since the start of the season. So we could be in for a comeback on this one from Hoggeray's part. And to see the rest of the results, I mean, other people, we saw Carl Razzo finish in the top 15 as well. Other notable finishers include, but not limited to, I mean, Curtis Glover, part-time, finishing 16th. Pretty decent for the old three, given what they've been through. Then, of course, another driver we got to give a shout-out to, Adrian Hopkins in 22nd. And then going on down, I mean, you have your big winner from the Brickyard finishing 27th. And you have your points leader, 31st, Karen, 33rd. They are going to be nailed for that one. But other drivers in the top 10 to points entering this race also ran into issues. Drew Dahl I think is already out of the top 10, but 32nd isn't going to make it any better. Denki Kamamari 35th, and Kik Patowski 37th. Not a good day if you are a front runner. And of course, the 81 of Hozuki did not start. Well, before we end things here, I want to bring it back one more time to Angel. Angel, what's your final takes from this race?
Weirdness. That was what it was.
Not only weirdness to that, but also weirdness in terms of the championship conversation. Right now, the biggest winner has to be Hoggeray. Because Hoggeray entered this race 4th in the points, 105 behind Iwande, but more importantly, 100 behind Carmen Jordy. So Hoggeray has certainly sliced that almost in half. So there is a valid chance, if my math is correct, Hoggeray will be second in points, only 60 points behind Carmen Jordy, going into our next race on the schedule, which will take place in a few weeks' time in our first of 2 dirt races on the season. That's right, we are going dirt racing for a little while, as we are going to start at Springfield, the mile-long dirt track for the, this is Angel written all over it, the Chrysomatic Chaotic Dirt Derby. Oh boy. But that will do it. Before we wrap things up, I want to say thank you very much for Dale for letting me fill in and pretty much trade races this week. As for Angel, as for everyone in the pit crew, and to all of our drivers over here, a big shout out to Tanner Cole. He'll most likely get a full-time contract for next season for Roush. And for the Double E ARCA Racing Series, this has been Cody Smart saying thank you very much for watching this series. And we'll bring it back to Dale when we go to Springfield, but you are going to see me very soon for the 18th International Series. Hey, yeah. Dale, well, you cut that out.
Behave!
Sir, I'm already unbehaving, but I was about to say, the next time you see me on air, we'll be going to Daytona, as we are getting closer to the AT&T Grand National Series chase. So don't go away. And I know you're gonna miss my voice in here. Don't fret. We'll see you at Springfield for Double E, but for me, I'll be seeing you at Daytona! I think they want to cut me before singing the... Oh, damn it, now! All right, cut the tape. We're done. We're done. Good night, everybody. We're done here, Iowa. Pack our bags. We're going home. I just got a job as a member.